Some say that money is the root of all evil, but it may also be the root of all good too. To review, money is a superpower. It helped take us from cave people into the modern era. One example we studied is lending. Interest is the cost of borrowing, or the reward for lending. If such additional funds allows you to bring in additional revenue, the interest on the principal, one of the cost of goods sold, may be worth it. Borrowing money to fuel your consumption habits, however, is a terrible idea. There has been a reason that world civilizations have associated the devil with debt. We also examined how inflation is just an interest rate on prices, or even a decay rate on the value of a currency. We then examined how to calculate interest-adjusted returns, which is arguably the real rate of return because 10% growth in your investments means a lot less if inflation goes up 5% every year too. We are now ready for annuities. Please note that an annuity can come in many, many different flavors. An annuity is a pile of money or lump sum that both grows and issues payments at the same time. It's like mixing interest with dividends. Given that there are so many different versions of annuities, I think the best way to understand them is to split them into two major categories, almost how ice cream can be split between soft serve or hard pack. Think of annuities as either ending with the future value FV button or the present value PV button on the financial calculator. All other calculator button entries can remain the same, but if you hit either PV or FV at the end, then you will get a different answer. An annuity has a principal with a growing interest rate, so you will hit the I/YR key and a number key. This interest rate may occur over multiple years, so you may hit the N key and a number greater than 1. You will also hit the payment or PMT key, which is how much money your annuity pays you each year. For example, if your sum of money paid out $12,000 per year, then you would hit 12,000 and PMT. The PMT button is right next to FV on the top right of the calculator. Hit present value if you want to determine how much principal you need to achieve the cash flow, or all the payments you want to receive. Hit future value if you want to determine how much money the entire investment is worth, the principal growing with interest plus all those payments. Let's look at the same example 2 times, solving once for present value and the second time for future value. The Earl of Lemongrab is disappointed with his retirement. He wants to know how much money it will take to pay himself $24,000 a year over retirement for the next 25 years, assuming his initial contribution will grow at 5% a year. What will his initial contribution have to be? Since this question is asking for his initial contribution, or the amount of money to start and create this investment, we know this is a present value calculation. Here are the steps on the financial calculator. 24,000 plus or minus payment 5 interest per year 25 N and then present value. The final answer is $338,254.67. Let's look at a quick change to this problem. Let's look at if his contributions grew at 15% a year. If you went through these same calculations, but the interest rate per year was 15, he would only need $115,139.58 to achieve 25 years of $24,000 yearly payments. This is how profound a change in interest rate can be. Let's look at another example. Peppermint Butler decides to do a career change and become a portfolio manager for the land of Oo. Anyone who invests with him can get a payment of $24,000 a year over the next 25 years. Assuming the initial contribution of the investor will grow at 5% a year, what is the total value of this investment? Or, in other words, how much could someone sell this investment for? Since we are asking for the total value of this investment, or how much this investment could be sold for, it's a future value calculation. We want to know the total value of the growing lump sum plus all of those payments calculated in. Here are the steps on the financial calculator. 24,000 plus or minus payment 5, interest per year 25, N and future value. This means we get a final answer of 1,145,450.37. In other words, all of these $24,000 payments over 25 years plus the growing lump sum is equal to a little over $1 million. Ta-da! I hope you enjoyed annuities.